Okay, students, good morning. Now, so we'll next continue with students who are in the online. Am I audible? Confirm it. Okay. So let us move to the next continuous discussion. So last time we have seen some different programs. Still we are entering into some more discussion in the classroom. So next we are entering into, as we have seen some discussion in the class related to flow control statements. So let me open the flow control statements here. So conditional part, in that there is a flow control statements in Python. So there we are having some miscellaneous part. So conditional statements we have seen if else, if elif, and next is called what? Match case. And next is called what? Looping statements we have seen. How many looping statements are there? 2 looping statements are there. What are those? So one is called what? While, and then one for loop. So next we are going to enter into where? Miscellaneous control statements I want to enter, which is also important in programming part. Let us go for the first miscellaneous concept called what? Break statement. I want to go for it. So let us go to the break statement today. So I'm explaining break statement. Let us carefully understand this break part. Okay. So carefully understand, students, break statement. And it is very easy to understand how this break statement is useful. So let's start the break statement here. Fine. So first purpose, always purpose. Next we will go for a syntax. Next we will go for a syntax. And next we will go for examples followed by purpose, syntax, and followed by examples. We are going to deal with this. This is a one where we are going to deal with it. So let us go for the example part first. Let us go for the example part. All of you carefully understand? Right now, set it quickly. So we already done with the looping statements previously. Now we are entering into the break statement examples. So look at that. Break example 1.py. Break example 1.py. So I'm going to take it. So let us take some s is equal to data is called what you know? Python. S is equal to Python. This is my given data. What is the type of S? str. What is the type of S? str. It is a string type. It is a string type. So we are going to print this data now. We are printing this data now. I want to print first letter, second letter, third letter, fourth letter, fifth letter, sixth letter. How do you print those letters one by one? For, come on first. V in where S. For variable in S. What is the value of V? First time P. Come on quickly, everybody try to be. For variable name. What is the variable name here? V. In S. What is the first value of V now? P. It is going to be P. I just want to print V. I'm just printing V there. Let us save this example once. Let us save this example. So I'm going to take up this place. Something like, 9 AM. Under looping or anything or miscellaneous statements, you take it. I'm taking that. Right? Miscellaneous statement I'm taking. Something like MISC, ST. I just took it. I'm just taking breaks example 1.py. Let us go to the command prompt once. Let us go to the command prompt once, students. Right? E colon. Something like, our batch timing. So, 9 AM. So I'm taking, fine. So under that miscellaneous statements part, we are taking execute now. So let us execute that. Py, I'm taking py and our break example 1.py. So I did not use break so far. Let us follow me. All the values are printed. Python is the values are printed. I hope you people are understanding that Python. So to print in some middle of the screen and all those things, I say \t. dot format of what? V. Just like this. So it is going to print the Python here. So my interest is, okay, Python is printing well. Now I want to print the data up to PYT. I am in the process of printing everything by using looping. I am in the process of printing looping. I want to print up to T, or I want to print up to PYT. I don't want to print HON. That means when H comes, I want to terminate my looping process. When H comes, I want to terminate my looping process. How do you do it? With this looping, what is happening? Total Python is printed. So my requirement is what? Up to PYT I want to print. When H comes, I want to terminate my program. When H comes, I want to terminate my program. What you do, tell me. If I'm writing here V double equal to H. V double equal to H. When H is coming, what should I do? I need to come out of the loop. There are a lot of occasions in our programming. During the looping process, I want to terminate my looping process and want to come out of it. So to come out of that looping process in abnormally, I will use which statement? Break statement. Once you say break statement, it comes out of the loop in middle of the execution of that and execute the other statements in the program. So break statement is used for terminating the execution of the loop. First of all, break statement will be used inside of the loops only. We cannot use break statement under the conditional part. Break statement always used inside of the loop, whose purpose is to terminate the program execution. Okay. So when H is there, it is going to be break. Otherwise, I will say simply else. I will write that statement, whatever you have that statement. This statement, I will write it. Come on to the point back here. S is equal to what here? Python. V in S. What is the first value of V? Come on quickly. So please close the door, ma. Please close the door. So V in S. What is the first value of V? P. P is equal to H. False. False means where it is coming? Else part. What is printed? P is printed. And be careful that you are inside of where? Loop. You are inside of where? Loop. What is the value of V? Come on. Y. Y is equal to H. False. Y is equal to H means false. Again coming to this else part, and what is printed? P was printed already. Next, what is printed? Y is printed. Next, where it is going? Looping once again. What is the value of V? T. T is equal to H. Also false. What is printed here? T is printed. Next, it is going to the loop once again. What is the value of V? Come on. H. H is equal to H. True. True means what? Break. Break means it comes out of that and execute the other statement in the program. So the break statement is used to terminate the program execution, which is written in the form of what? Looping. So to come out of the looping process of the execution, we will use what? Break statement. Just try to execute this part here once, students. See that what is the answer coming? PYT is coming. It's not only that. I want PYTH. I want when O comes, I want to terminate. So I will change my condition called what? O. So first 4 letters are coming, it is becoming false. It is coming to else part. When O is coming, I just want to break it and want to come out of it. Let us see this execution now. PYTH is coming. When O comes, it is just terminating it. Is it understandable, students? So coming to the point back, this is the data what we got it. So coming back to this point, so I want to give you Just somebody is there, you just call me, ma. Somebody is there, just one person is there outside. Just attendees, just call once. So here we are writing V is equal to O means what? It is going to be break. It is going to be break. Next, it is not only to be on str, any iterable object we can go for it. Any iterable object we can take it. Okay. So let me go to the next example. With the list also I want to go for it. Coming to the point back, I want to go for next example. I want to go for it. Next example. Look at that Python program. I say here break example 2.py. Take LST. LST is equal to some more elements, you take it. What is my elements here? 10, something like row sum. Next I am taking 34.56. Next is called a true. 2 plus 3j. This is my data. This is my data. Are you able to understand? Yes. So now I want to print 10 and row sum I want to print. From here onwards I don't want to print. From here onwards I don't want to print. Come on to the point. First two values I want to print. I don't want to print this value. First of all, how do you print all the elements of this? For val in where LST, and I say what? Print of backslash t, some backslash t. I am saying that backslash t dot format of val, dot format of val. Just try to execute. So I'm getting py. So break example 2, where it was saved in. So okay, save as, go to the place, in this case 9 a.m. and some miscellaneous statements. You try to save this code. So try to execute this. Now I'm getting all the values as printed. So my interest is to print up to only 2 values. I don't want to print this second onwards this values. When 34.5.56 is coming, I want to terminate my execution. I want to terminate my process. How do you do that? Let us go to this now. I will write the logic. Come on, what is the logic, please? If val is equal to double equal to 34.56, I say what? Break. Break. So break is a statement used to terminate the logic of the execution process of the loop when certain condition is satisfied. So when it is not, I will write else. I will write this statement like this. Now see that it is printed only these values. I hope you are understanding me how to print these 2 values. Suppose I want to go for this third, this true. When 3 true comes, I want to stop it. So I will write it here. When Boolean value is coming, I will just go for this. So it is going to be like this. It is going to get it. Are you getting my point? So like this, I am going on applying this type of logics. It's not only to be written in the str, it can also be written in the place of what? List also. Any iterable object is coming, we will go for stopping it. Are you able to get my students? So let us go to the next part is called one dictionary, you take it. One dictionary, you take it. What is the dictionary here? Break example 3.py. D is equal to something like, see, Python, I am saying that Python colon, or I can take like this, 10 colon Python, comma, 20 colon data science. Next is called 30 colon, right? Like this. And 40 colon, something like I am writing Java like this. I just wrote it like this. So coming to the point of it, here I want to go for these values. I just want to take care. How do you take care now? Come on, how do you print? First of all, k comma v in d dot what? Items. In d dot items. How we were printed that? How we printed this case? Backslash t. And I am saying that some type of value, I will print it. Dot format of k comma v, k comma v. I'm just saying this. Close this part, right? So I'm saying that break example 3 dot py, break example dot py, break example 3 dot py. So I'm getting this completed data here. I'm getting the completed data. So next, what I'm going to get it into that picture. Next, I want to go for what? Here I'm going to write it, this thing. What is my requirement? When 30 comes, what is the most important in this case? Key is the most important. We used to process the dictionary data based on what? Keys. So how do you write it? When the key value is 30, I want to stop my execution. I want to stop my execution. So how do you do? How do you do this kind of case? Can anybody can say if k double equal to what? 30. If k double equal to 30, k double equal to 30, what I say? Break. Else. So otherwise, I will print this data. So first time what is coming? D dot items means I will get this first one. K contains 10, V contains Python. 10 is equal to 30, false. Coming to the cell spot, it is printed. Next time K comma V D dot items, this is a 20 data science is coming. So 20 is going to be there in K. 20 is equal to 30, it is called false. It is going to print this data. Next 30 will be coming in this, 30 will be in K. V contains Django. 30 is equal to 30. It's true. And then say break. So wherever we are going to get it, we are going to get it as what? Wherever you want to stop the execution, I will go for which statement? Break statement. Are you able to understand? Now, let us go to the next thing. See, break statement is so applied very perfectly. Depends on the requirement. Whatever the requirement we like it, you cannot apply. Depends on the requirement only, we need to go for it. Now I am going to the discussion now. Look at that. So I am taking program for prime. I am taking program for prime number. Prime number discussion, I am going to take it. Program for what discussion? Prime number. What is the prime number definition actually? A prime number is one which is divisible by 1 and itself. 1 and what is the example, sample examples you see? Sample testing, mathematics testing. N is equal to 5, you take it. N is equal to 5. So definitely 5 is called what? Prime. Now you check it out. So what are the things you should check it? Actually, any number is divisible by 1 and itself. There is no doubt in that. Any number divisible by 1 and itself, there is no doubt in that. Yeah, 1 and 5. Any number is checking 1 and itself, no problem. But I should not consider this first 1 and itself. That is the versionality of the prime number. But I should not check with 1 and 5. I should start checking with what values now? 2, 3, and then 4. You need to start checking with 2, 3, 4. You need to start checking with 2, 3, 4. These are the values I need to check it out. So I need to start checking with what 2. I need to start checking with 3. I need to start checking with 5. That is 1 to 5. Middle of the numbers I need to start checking with. E is 5 divisible by 2. Definitely no. Increment the I value, that is called 3. E is 5 divisible by 3. No. E is 5 divisible by 4. No. That indicates this 5 is called which number? Prime number. Prime number. Prime number this is. Okay. Let me take one example here. N is equal to 9, you take it. N is equal to 9, you take it. Actually, first with 1 I don't want to check, with 9 I don't want to check. 1 I don't want to check and 9 I don't want to check. 1 is there plus 9 is there. I don't want to check with any one of this. I don't want to consider 1 and itself. I have to check the other than 1 and itself. I have to check the numbers other than 1 and itself. So which one I have to check with? Understand carefully. So what are the numbers I have to start from? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8 also I can check it out. 8 also you can check it out. So with 2, 3, 4 and 5 and then 6 and then 7 and then 8 I need to check it with. So I need to start checking with what students, 5, 6, 7, 8 I need to start checking with. So carefully try to understand students here, 3 and then 4, all these things I need to check with it. Carefully try to understand here, any number you enter, whether it is a prime or not, I need to decide. Carefully try to understand. Now, first my discussion starts with what value? I is equal to 2. I value will start with a 2, right? Is 9 divisible by 2? Come on quickly. False. Increment the I value. Increment the I value. I value is how much now? 3. Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes. Yes means what? Would you like to move forward? Would you like to stop it? To stop it, what should I apply? Break you need to apply. You need to apply break. I am not looking for second division. I am not looking for third division, etc. Once it is division, any number is dividing the given number, I can say immediately break and comes out of it and say that it is what? Not prime. It is called what? Not prime. You can print it. Are you understanding? Right. You take any number and then apply. When the third is coming, when the number 3 is coming, when the 3 is coming, I say what break, we got it. We got it as what? A break. So how do you write the logic now? See that now. What is my number here? Any number you take it. So number, you got it. Number, get from keyboard, right or not? Get from keyboard. Okay. So once you get that number may be 5, that number may be 5, that number may be 5, or that number may be 9. Any number can be anything. Number can be anything. So finally, I am trying to ask you one question. That number need to check from where onwards? 2 to n minus 1. If you take 9, started checking from where? Come on quickly. Started checking from 2 and ending with what? 8. If you take 5, started checking from 2, ending with what? 4. In middle of that numbers I need to check. How do you check that? Come on. For I in range of 2 comma n. That's it. 2 comma n. If I say my n is equal to what? If I say my n is equal to what? 9. 2 to 9 means it is checking 2 to 9 minus 1, 8. Already we discussed that. So I need not to discuss that range data type once again. Now I will do what? What is the value of I? It is a 2. It is a 2. Now I need to check this. If n percentage I double equal to what? 0. Because the logics are not going to get it in one day. You have to get by practice and by in the class. By understanding that without concentrating anywhere else. If anything is remainder is 0, I should say what? Break it. Break it. That's it. Anything is remainder is 0, I need to say break it. Carefully try to understand. I'm saying break. After 2 minutes, I will write one statement here. I will write one statement in this place. Meantime, you don't worry. After that, break. What is happening when you say break statement here? Once you say break, the execution comes out of it and other statements will execute, right or not? Break statement is used to terminate the loop execution and executes other statements in the program. Start n is equal to what now? Quickly. 9. What is the value of I? Come on, speak in the class. Don't sit quiet and come. 2. What is the n value? 9. 9% is 2. False. 9% is 2 means remainder is 1. False. False means where it is going? Where it is going to? For loop only. Don't expect that sir is writing else here. What is the need of writing else for me? No need. So it is going to where again? For loop. What is the value of I? 3. n% is 3. Remainder is 0. 0 double equal to 0. True. What is this? Once you say break, straight forward it comes out of what? For loop. For loop. Understand? Okay, keep in mind. Now, what should I write it now? Here, what should I write it? Once it comes out of it, suppose I am writing is prime, I am writing. For example, is not prime, I am writing. For example, is not prime. I'm not completing my code, just I am writing the code for further. Suppose n I am writing. One statement is written, just is not prime, I got it. Suppose in the case of 5 you take it. In the case of 5 you take it. Yes, is n is equal to n is equal to what here? 5. N is equal to 5. Come on, for I in range of 2 comma n. Start 2 comma n means 4. 4. If you don't remember range data type, I can't do anything. Already explained. 2 to 4. What is the value of n? 5. 5 percentage I, 2. What is the remainder? 1. 1 double equal to 0. False. False means it is going to the looping once again. What is the value of I? 3. 5 percentage 3. Again false. Going to where? I. What is the value of I? 4. 4. What is the 5 percentage 4? False. What is the value of I? 5. But actually it is going to become what? Actually it is becoming false only now. False only. Because it was there up to 4 only. 5 will not be the case at all. It is just coming out of it. It is just coming out of it. Coming out of it means what is there already? Earlier I was printed based on my number. It was printed as what? Not prime. Now it is becoming prime or not. So in this case, I will write one beautiful logic there. Once you are getting break statement, there I will take one logical value. There I will take one decision. What is that? You see. Try to observe it. You try to catch me. What is this now? Result is equal to, I am writing none. Result is equal to what? None. I am taking result is equal to none. Or result is equal to something like true, I will take it. Some value you take it. Some value you take it. Okay? Once it is done, try to carefully observe it. Don't see here and there, and observe this. And now I am going to take it. Once it is going to be a number is coming, you come to this point. Once it is coming here, try to understand me. This break statement is there. You try to take it. You try to get it. Of course. Now come back to this place. Here I am doing result is equal to false, I am saying. Once the remainder is becoming 0, result is equal to what? False. And I am saying immediately break. I am saying immediately break. So while I am coming out of that, I am taking one decision. Result is equal to false means what? Result is equal to false means what is your opinion? Not a prime. So when you are coming out of the break, I am saying, there I am trying to write this type of statement. Just to try to understand. Once break is taking, I will write one beautiful statement here. What is that? After for loop is over, if result I am taking simply, if result. So result is going to contain what? Either true or false. True or false. What I am doing, you see, print of is what? Prime. Is prime. Dot format of what? N. I will trace it out. Wait. Else I am writing. Else part I am writing. I am saying there print of. I am saying there is not prime. Is not prime. Is not prime. Dot format of what? N. I am just writing like that. Now start the logic, all of you. Start the logic, all of you. What is my n value? What is the result beginning? Keep in mind true. Start the flow. For I in 2 to where? 4. First time, what is the n value here? 5. Percentage 2. False means what? It is coming just to what? Loop only. What is the value of I? 2. 2 now, 3 now? 3. 5 percentage 3. Again going to the loop, right? What is the value of I? 4. 5% is 4. Quickly, right? Going to where? False, na? False means coming out of the loop. What is the value of result? Already we made as what? That true is true only. If true means execute the if statement or not. What is coming? 5 is prime is printed. Am I correct? 5 is prime is printed. Okay. Now take the value called what here? 9 you take it. N is equal to what you take it? 9. N is equal to 9 you take it. Any number you take it. 9. Start. What is the result is equal to? Come on. True. What is the I value? I ranges to 2 to 8. 2 to 9 means 2 to 9 minus 1. What is the value of I? 2. 9% 2. False. False means where it is going? Loop it is going. What is the value of I? 3. 9% is 3. 0 double equal to 0. Remainder is 0 and then comparison with 0. True. What is the result is equal to? That means earlier true was modified with what? What is this? Break means it is coming out of the loop and then executing other statement in the program or not. What is the result? You apply your intelligence. Don't waste your time. Already I said true is replaced with what? You are saying result is true again. What is the work concentrating? I don't know. What is the result? False means where it is coming? In this place it is coming. Not prime. Not prime. You take one more value called what? This is n value. You take some value called 14. You take it. N is equal to 14. Start. What is the beginning result is equal to? 1 to range of 2, 13. What is the value of n? 14. 14% is 2. 0 double equal to 0. What is the result is equal to? First beginning result is what? Now the result is what? False means one value I am reserving to take the further decision. What is the break now? Break is going to make you to come out of the for loop or not? Then coming to the for loop out. What is the result? False. False means else part will execute or not. What is the result? 14 is not prime. 14 is right. Now you take one more thing, last and finally you take 2, you take it. N is equal to 2, you take it. 2. Result is equal to what? I in range of 2, n. False first of all. Beginning false only. Beginning only false. Because it is a 2 to 1. Is it possible? No. It is coming out of the loop. What is the result value? Result? False. Those who are saying I don't know whether they are thinking about it or not. What is the result? Beginning, what is the result? True. True means what? If true, what is the result? Whenever remainder is 0, I am making result is false to take my decision of prime or not prime. Right or not? So this is called one type of logic for break, how I am applying. So break we cannot apply wherever we like it. When certain condition is satisfied, I will terminate my loop. I hope you are following this logic. Let me show you this program next. Let me show you this program, prime number program. I will tell you. Important this is. I am writing something like this. This program accept a number. This program accept a number and decide whether it is prime or not. Prime or not. Tell me now. Program for accepting, right? Prime.py. I will tell you one more example. Prime example 1.py. Prime example 1.py. Come on now. N is equal to what is this now? Int of input of enter a number. Okay. Come on. If negative number or anything is there, I say that it is invalid input. I am saying that not only that, up to 1. From 2 onwards, prime numbers will start. Up to 1, we don't want to take. 1 is called a composite number. That type of mathematics knowledge is not necessary. Now I am taking. E is what input? Invalid input. E is which input? Invalid input. Dot format of n. Now I am writing else here. Else part I am writing. Tell me in the else part, what should I do? Start the prime number logic. What is my result I am taking? So I am taking true. I am taking true. Next is not necessary to take true. Anything you can take it. Just I am taking two things. True means prime. False means not prime. To take the type of decisions purpose I am taking. Okay. For I in range of 2 comma n. 2 comma n. Why 2 comma n? Prime number divisible by 1 and itself only. But I need to check for the other number which lies between 1 and n or not. 1 and n means 2 to n minus 1. When I say n, internally taken as n minus 1. If n percentage I double equal to 0. If that is the case, you say result is equal to what? False, and say what here? Break. You say break. You say break. Once you say break, what will happen? It comes out of what loop? For loop. Always a miscellaneous statement, break statement to be used inside of the loop. Comes out of the loop. What I do? I will take a decision. Other statement in the for loop. What is that? Result. What is the result here? If result is having two things, one is a true, one more is a false. In this case, it is executing false, for example. Result is definitely either true or false will be there. Suppose if result is true, it will execute this part. True means I am taking which one in my case? Prime number case. Is prime. Is prime. Dot format of what? N. N I can say. Else I will say. Else part I am going to take it. Prime of what? Is not prime I am saying. Is not prime. Dot format of what I am taking? N I am taking. Just let us execute this. Prime example 1.py. So go to that place. So there it is going to be done. Py. Prime example 1.py. Say the number called -4. Invalid input. Say the number called 1, invalid input. Say the number called 6. 6 is what? Not prime. Say something like 9 is what? Not prime. Say something like 5 is called what? Prime. Say something like 23. 23 is what? Prime. You enter whatever you like it. 21 you take it is not prime. Are you able to get me? So, first of all, are you understanding? Only one thing is you are getting a little confusion about the result part. Because once you are breaking it out and coming out, what is happening? I want to decide whether you are coming out because of prima, not prima. You are coming out in two cases. One is the loop becoming false coming out. One is in the abnormal termination of the loop you are coming out. Two times you are coming out. I have to decide for which time what you are coming out. So I will take this logic in another way. So take, what is this now? Take it. I'll just pray it. When remainder is equal to 0, what is the result? Generally you are thinking prima, not prima? Not prime. Not prime. This is not prime. When remainder is 0, definitely result is what? When loop is becoming failed, that means it is not at all taking place. I will take it as what here? Prime I am taking. If you don't understand, I can't do anything else. It's a very simple today. So I am writing here, what is this now? Result is equal to what I am saying? Prime. If it is a case, I am saying that it is a prime. Suppose if result is not prime double equal to prime, string values I am taking into consideration. Not prime is equal to prime, false. It is going to print not prime. Execute this. Say prime example 2.py. Prime example 2.py. See this. There are many logics are there to do this. Py, say that now something like 12 you say, not prime. Say something like 2 you say, it is a prime. Say something like 5, say something like 9, got the result. Are you getting? Still if you are more interested, you can do. Once we know coding, you can do anything. I am coming out in two situations. See that. Result is equal to what? 0. 0 in the case of what? Not prime. 0 in the case of prime I am taking. This is I am taking what? 1. 0 in the case of prime, 1 in the case of not prime. You come on. What is this now? 0. 0 is equal to 0 means what? If it is result is remainder is 0, I am making result is equal to 1. 1 is equal to 0 means false. It is coming to not prime case. So I am giving maximum logic part of it here. So I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. Py, prime example 3. Enter the number 45, not prime. Enter the number called 46, not prime. Enter the example 43, it's a prime. Enter the example 2, it is a prime. Is it understandable? So many of the occasions you got it. So the main thing of taking this decision is, once the control comes out of PVM is coming control in two ways. One is when the loop becomes false, it is coming out. Because of break also coming out. I should decide in which case why you are coming out. If it is the result is equal to 0, 1 case means not prime. If it is the result is equal to 0 means prime case. Those two decisions purpose I am taking. So I hope you are understanding. Students in the online, are you okay with this? Are you understanding this? Come on, quickly make the things fine. So multiple things I just made it clear here. So coming to the point back, this is called a what statement? Break statement. I hope you are understanding. So let us go to that. What is the purpose of break statement, guys? Quickly. Come on. Break statement is used for terminating the execution process of what? Looping. Terminating the execution process of what? Looping. That is the purpose. Break statement always used inside of looping statements. Inside of what? Looping statements. Once again I am saying, break statement is used for terminating the execution process of looping. When provided, I will write this word, provided certain condition is satisfied. Certain condition is satisfied. Right? Certain condition is satisfied. Break statement always used inside of which one? Loop statement. Without looping statement, if you use break statement, it will not work out. One more thing. When we use break statement, you have to understand, and who will answer, I don't know. I want to check it out. When we use a break statement, PVM control comes out of loop, and when the comes out of the loop, earlier I told you for loop is having else, while loop is having else. Do you feel that else block will execute or not? Now I will ask you this question to everybody. Will the else part will execute or not? Quickly. Will it execute? It will not execute. Very good. It will not execute. Why? Because else block will execute when the condition is false. But is the condition is false of the while loop or for loop? No. Inside the if condition is becoming satisfied, then only we are breaking in abnormally. Condition is not becoming false. Looping condition is not becoming false. Inside the looping, you are terminating your program. That's why once we use break statement inside of the loop, PVM control comes out of the loop and executes which statements? Executes which statement, students? Other statements in the program. Other statements in the program, but not corresponding else block. But not corresponding which block? Else block. But not corresponding else block. When we use a break statement inside of the loop, PVM control comes out of loop and execute other statements in the program, but not corresponding else block of the loop. Else block of what? Loop. Let me show you that explanation here. Go to this place. Now I am writing. For loop is there. Now I am writing. Here I will write it. Exactly I will write it. Else. To whom I am writing? Else. For loop. For your testing process, I am just writing. I am from else. To take care. I am from else. And these things are what? These things are what statements? These are called other statements or not? Which one is other statement? Line number 15 onwards comes under other statement. And this else comes under what? For loop. When it is a break, it will not execute which one? Else part will not execute. Other statements only decision will be taking place. When the for loop condition is false, it will execute what? Else block. Else block. And don't see differently. It is going to be very simple here. If anybody is seeing different, that is your lack of practicing. Execute. Say something like 9. You see that 9 is not prime. Because 9 is not prime. Because it is break is applied. Because of the break, which one is not executing? Else part is not executing. You say 5. There is no break executing. Which one is becoming false? Loop condition is becoming false. See that I am from else block. Why else block? Loop is becoming false. Here loop is becoming false. Here loop is becoming false. Loop is becoming false. Are you following this? Soundarya 8 nothing is there, ma. 8 nothing is there. 8% is 2. It is called what? 0. B is called this one. And break. Break means it is going to get 8 is prime only. Else bracket will not come. So don't get such type of doubts, ma. 8 is here. Nothing is there. 8 is not prime. Are you able to understand? So, no, ma. See, 2 people are there. Soundarya, what is that? Sri Ramozu. There are 2 things are there. Soundarya, different people are there. Soundarya Venkateshan, 2 people are there. 2 Soundaryas are there in this class. Soundaryas, what is that? Sri Ramozu. So, 8 nothing is there, ma. 8 is as usual, it is going to be. So, Soundarya, did you understand this? So, coming to the point of it. Now, I will enter 2. 2 means what? Break condition is false. Loop condition false. Loop condition is false. That's why else block is coming. Else block is coming. I will 8 to 10. I will 8 to 10. Now, what is that? Loop is false. Loop condition is false. Break. Break. Break means which one will not execute? Else block will not execute. 10 is not prime. Showing very perfectly here. So, I hope that you are getting. So, this is related to else part. And actually, else part not necessary. Just I am giving. Technically, if you go for tomorrow, any of the interview rounds, MCQs rounds, this is an important. For loop related else, I will write it. Beginning level example. Beginning level example I am talking. This is a if else statement. Once a break is done, this break will not come. Print. I am from else of what loop? For loop. Else of for loop. And I am writing other statements. Other statements in program. Other statements in program. Other statements in program I am going to take. Commands here. Something like what? S is Python. V is equal to O. Break. Break means what is coming? Comes out of the loop. Comes out of the loop. It will execute other statement. Else part will not execute at all. Else part will not execute at all. Say break example 1, you do it. So go to the break example 1. See that other statements in the program, else part will not come. Are you able to get me? So again and again, I need not to repeat, I think so. I hope it is clear. When we use break statement inside of the loop, PVM control comes out of the loop and execute other statements in the program, but not corresponding else block of loop. What is the syntax, sir? Now I am going to take the syntax. What is the syntax? Not only for loop, not only while loop, wherever you like it, you can use it. Come on, I will say syntax number 1. What is the syntax number 1? For variable name in iterable object, I say here certain statements you may have, certain condition is there. If what is this? Test condition. Now I am going to write what here? Break. Once you say break, what will happen? Other statements in the program. Without executing, anybody listen the class? Anybody without executing previous programs, if you listen the class, you cannot understand. There is no doubt in that. From the beginning, I am saying the same. Now I am writing what here? Other statements in the program, I will write it. Other statements in program. Similarly, I will write what you know, while loop also I will write it. This is related to what? For loop. You want me to write else block also? I will write it. No issue. Else. For loop related else. Else block of statements. Else block of statements. Else block of statements. And other statements in the program. I will take it another kind of syntax. Other kind of syntax I will take it. Look at that. Syntax number 2 I am taking. Syntax number 2. I am taking syntax number 2. Variable name in iterable object. Test condition. I say break. While loop, let me take it. What is this now? While. Test condition. What is this now? Inside of that, we are having this one. If test condition, say some break, else part of the else part of what? While loop, and then else block of statements and other statements in the program. Are you following? So whether it is while related or for related, if test condition inside the loop and the test condition inside the loop. So whatever it might be that we are supposed to use it. And the corresponding examples, I will post it in the class. This is related to what? Break statement. And break statement is not a one-day topic. It is a continuous statement, continuous topic throughout our entire course. Okay. Students who are in the online, is it understandable, students? Come on, quickly. Is it understandable? Yes. So let us next go to the next discussion here. What is the next miscellaneous statement? Continue statement I will explain. Shall I start? Yeah. Let us move to the continue statement here. Continue statement I will explain. So let us watch continue statement here. I am going to write it continue statement. It is also one, of course, it is also little confusing to the students. It is also little confusing to the students. If you understand carefully, you can understand more easily. Otherwise, if you remember your old knowledge, you will get troubles. So let us start with the break statement. Daily, I will use it in my programming wherever I like it. Leave this part, leave this part. Yeah. Coming back to the, let me save this statement. Let me save this for your clarity purpose. So go to that miscellaneous part of that. I say some notes. something like that, I will save my code, break. Yes. Now let us go to the next discussion called continue. So there also purpose, very, very important. And then what is the syntax? Where we are supposed to use it? Continue statement also to be used in where? Looping only we will use it. Continue statement also to be used in where? Looping. Break also to be used in where? Looping only. So, but the functionality is completely different. Break statement will do what? Comes out of the loop and execute other statements in the program. But continue statement will not comes out of the loop. It will take the control to the beginning of the loop once again, without executing the rest of the statements in the program. Let us take the example. So you can't understand immediately like that. So let us take the example part. See, I will take it. Continue example 1.py. S is equal to, as usual, take first small, very small example you take it. S is equal to Python. Now I want to print, my requirement is want to display. Here only I am writing. Want to display PYT ON I want to display. ON I want to display. Which one is missing? H is missing. Observe it. Earlier when H came, we terminated the loop. But when H came, what I am doing? I am not printing that, but I am continuing the loop. When H came, I am not stopping the execution. I am not printing H and I am continuing the loop. For example, I want to display PYON. PYON I want to display. When P comes, display. When Y comes, display. When T comes, don't print and continue. Continue the loop by satisfying certain conditions. When Y comes, don't print but continue. When T comes, don't print and continue. When H comes, don't print and continue. Don't print and continue. When O comes, print. When N comes, print. It's not only that. I want to print P T O N. Whatever letters I want, I can display. P T O N, P T O N, P T and last O N. What is coming? When either Y is coming or H is coming, don't display. When Y or H is coming, don't display. Come on. First I want to display what? First I will take this requirement. Try to observe here only. I want to print this. Later I will write what? This logic. Want to display other kind of logic, I will write it. Want to display PTON, I want to display. This I want to take care of this. Come on to the point of it. First display this result. Come on fast. For V in S. What is the first value of S? What is the first value of V? Come on. P. First value of V is what? P. Now what is my condition here? Observe the pattern. Observe the pattern. I want to print P. I want to print Y. I want to print T. I want to print O and N. Except H, I want to print rest of them. So what is the condition factor here? H. Watch it once. Print. I am just saying that within the double quotes \T dot format of V. I am just writing dot format of V. Say this example now. I say here, continue example 1. Out of that, PY, continue example 1. Total result is printing. But my point is very, very simple. Come on to the logic here. I'm saying that. Come on, say if V is equal to, if you don't tell, it's really waste now. Is called what? H. What should I do? Actually, I don't want to print. I will write something there, you don't worry. After that, I am writing, else I am writing, else. What I am writing there, this I am printing. Okay, na? When, start, what is the value of V? P is equal to H. False means where it is coming? Else part. What is the value printed? P. Where it is going now? Loop. What is the value of V? Y. Y is equal to H. False. False means it is coming to else and executing. Next going to where? What is the value of V? Come on. T. T is equal to H. It is coming to where? Next what is printed? T. Next what is coming? H is equal to H. True. True means what? I should not go to the other statements in the program. Simply I have to take the control back to the top of the loop. That current iteration, other statements I don't want to execute. For that I need to write what here? Continue. I will write it. Continue statement will make the loop will make the PVM to go to the top of the loop without executing the statements which are written after that continue statement. Continue statement makes the PVM to go to the top of the loop without executing the following statements written after continue statement. So I am writing what here? I am writing what here? Continue. I am writing. Continue. I am writing. Is it okay? Save this code. Execute this now. Earlier it was printed everything. Now it is printed what? What is the meaning of this? Again I am saying when continue statement taking place, when continue statement taking place, your PVM control going to the top of the loop for that iteration only without executing the following statements, without executing the following statements. That is the meaning of what? Continue statement. What is the break statement? Break means it is coming out of the loop simply. Continue statement will do what? Continue the loop without executing the further statement for that iteration only. Are you getting? So next I want to go for, this is the logic. I want to print, come on to the point. One more, I want to go for this. Once the loop is over, here continue statement always going to the top of the loop. So loop only will becoming false. Coming to which part now? For loop else part. I am writing else part of which loop? For loop. Will it execute or not? Will it execute or not? It will definitely execute. Why? Condition only, loop condition only becoming false. Execute now. Execute this. See the result. Else part of for loop. Else part of for loop. Go to the next logic. What is the next logic? Want to display. I want to display. Okay, else part means other statements also I can write it now. Okay. Keep it like this. I am writing 60. Okay. Next I am taking S is equal to Python only. This only I will take it. Tell me my requirement is want to display which values? Missing something. Py. Okay. Like this I want. pytn or py something like some letter. Okay, let it be, no problem. I will write whatever you want. Now tell me for v in yes. Come on. If how many letters you have? I don't want H. I don't want what? H. I don't want what? O. Come on. Either H is coming or N is coming. O is coming. I want to continue without executing any other statement. Come on, tell me. V is equal to H. Don't look at me, guys. Say the answers. Or V is equal to, come on, O. Either of it. Not under, either of it. Say what? Continue. Say continue. Continue means what? Further, if I write 100 statements, it will not execute. It will just go taking the control to where? To the top of the loop. Other statements will not execute at all. Other statement will not execute at all for that iteration only. Okay. Now you see, now I am writing here in else part, I am writing. What I should do? Print off this statement, I will write it. This statement, I will write it. I am writing this statement. Execute. Py, see that pytn. Else part of while, this is for beginning level, this is the one I got it. I hope you are understanding. Is it understandable? So what is the purpose of continue statement? Continue statement is used for making the PVM to go to the top of the loop, beginning of the loop, without executing followed statements of which are written after which statement? Continue statement. Continue statement in simple word, it skips the current iteration and makes the loop to be repeated from the beginning onwards. Understand? This is written by using what? For loop it is written. You can also take the same example with what also? With what also you can take it? While also you can take it. S is equal to let it be. I will write everything close. Now start. I is equal to 0. Already I told you with while loop how to print it. While of I less than len of s. Len of s. Okay. Tell me if, what is this now? Without practicing, nothing will come. Already I explained that s of I double equal to what? H. If that is the case, what is happening? Say what? Say what? Continue. Say continue. Say what? Continue. Continue. What is happening there? S of I is equal to what? H. Say what? Continue. What is next? Else part I will do it. What is there in else part? I should say what? Quickly. I should say print of what? S value I can say. S of I. S of I can do it. Are you able to understand? So execute this kind of thing and see something in the information part of it. So it is going to this place and then getting executed. So S of I, you are going to get it and then see this information how it is going to be displayed. So execute this part and see this now. Continue this example. Example 2 this is. Example 2. I am saying this example 2. Say execute this py. Continue example 2.py. So see that it is going on printing only PPP because updation is not there. Where should I do the updation? That is an important part. Where you will do the updation? That is a very important part here. And if you do, I is equal to what? I plus 1. Where are you printing? In this place. In this case, when it comes to else part only, it is updating. What about when it is continued? Is it a point or not? Just execute it and then see. It's an important solution is going to come out. See that PYT only printed. It is not coming what? O is not coming, N is not coming. O is not coming, N is not coming. Why is not coming? Because when you go to the continue, what is happening? It is just continuing H only. I value will be same. Only this part is executing again and again. That's why simply cursor is blinking. What is the meaning of cursor is blinking? It is looping there only, continuing there only. Then how do you solve this issue? How do you solve? First of all, are you understanding? The students who are in the online, are you following this? Are you following this? Here it is just continuing the loop only. Go back to that, how to solve this issue. Can anybody can say this? When it is coming to else part, you are incrementing. But when you go to the continue, how can you increment? There is no incrementation part. Then come on to the point. Increment before continue. Okay. So I is equal to what are you doing? I plus 1. Somebody is saying that. Okay. Now see that. Cancel this. Now see. Execute it. Understand. Easy. Easy or not? This is a way how you need to do this. So you need to see while loop. When you are continuing, you just increment it. When you don't continue, you just increment here. This is by using what? PYTON. Answer is called what here? Here, you know, PYTON is the result is coming. So you need to take care of it. This part of it. This is like this. Previously, what is the another one? I want to display this result. I want to display this result. How do you do it now? Print off. Take this part, something like this of some 60. Now I want to take it. I want to display PYTN. How do you write it? I is equal to 0. Come on, what is this? While I less than what? LEN of what? S. Say what now? If V is equal, what is this? S of I ma. S of I. Double equal to what? Come on. H. R. Come on. R. S of I. Double equal to what? O. Double equal to O. So I'm going to say, tell me what should I do? So I is equal to what? Say what? Continue. Continue. If that is not the case, do what? Print off that value, whatever you have. S of what, ma? I. S of I. Say I is equal to what here? I plus 1. Simply. So any iterable object is coming, better to go for what? For loop. Non-iterable object is coming, go for what? While loop. Because you are going for iterability, you are going to use what? More complex code you are using. Same thing you did with for loop. So easy to understand this concept. That's why iterability repetition for loop, non-iterability repetition while loop. That is a universal recommendations. Understand? Fine. So let us go to the next example. Simple example this is. Let me take one example on for loop. Look at this, students. I am going to take it. One more example. All of you watch it. I will take it. Look at all of you. Continue example. Continue. Example 3.py. I have LST. What I am having? 10, 10, comma minus 20, comma 30, 40, minus 34, minus 45, comma something like 89, comma minus 3, and then 23, comma 6. This is the data I have. Okay. Now I am writing this program finds, I am writing this program finds sum of positive numbers and what? Sum of positive numbers and what? Negative numbers separately. Positive numbers I want, negative numbers I want to go for separately. Shall we start the logic? Start. First you do what? For value in where? LST. Because of that, all values are taken into consideration. What is my logic today? Positive numbers sum I want to take it. When negative number is coming, what do you do? Continue without doing the sum. Continue without doing the sum. When positive number is coming, do the sum. When negative number is coming, continue the loop without doing the sum. Tell me now. You do what here? PS is equal to positive sum is equal to 0. Tell me guys. If value less than 0, do what? Continue. So continue. Okay. What do you do next? PS is equal to PS plus what? Value. PS plus value. So first time what is the value? 10. 10 less than 0. False. Coming to where? What is the PS? Huh? 0. 0 plus 10. 10 is there in where? Going to the loop. Going to the loop. What is the value next? Minus 10, 20. Minus 20 less than 0. Huh? False. Huh? True. True means what? Continue. So you are not doing what? Summing. Are you able to follow? Yes. Now here I will print the result also. Print something like value also I will print it, students. Backslash T. Something like dot format of what? Value. Which value will be printed? Only positive numbers. Okay. After that, it is coming to the else part of what? For loop. There I will print backslash T positive sum is equal to dot format of PS. I hope you are understanding. Let us save this code once and then see. Let us save this code and observe it. Out of that, I say here PY. So getting the positive sum is called what? These are all called positive numbers first of all. This is a positive sum. If you don't write this backslash T, you will get like this. See, students, you get it. Positive sum is equal to like this, you will get it. So still if you use something like this, backslash T, I'm using that, I'm getting the data. Of course, something is printing, S is printed. Okay. Now you go to this place, say, done. I got the result like this. Understand? Negative numbers, I want to get it. What are the negative numbers? Leave this part. There only I will continue. I say some 60. Okay. I say some 60. After positive sum is over, okay. Next I will do what? See that last and final. You got this result. Now here I will continue with what? Negative sum. Start again. Come on guys. For negative sum means what I will do? NS is equal to what? Come on. Val in where? LST. Say what? If val greater than. Okay. Continue. Come on. Next, what is this? Else what I do? Will I do this logic or not? Yes. I do this logic. What is that, ma? NS is equal to NS is equal to NS plus val. So coming to the point of it, I got this NS plus val. Are you understanding? So I'm printing. Under that, what I will do? Under this for loop, I will write what part here? Else. I will print which sum? Negative sum I will print it. So here I am writing parallel to this. I am writing which sum? Negative sum. I am writing negative sum is equal to what I am writing? NS I will write it. So done. Execute this logic. Come out of that. See that I got it. Negative sum. This is the result. Negative numbers also coming. Minus value we are getting. How it is possible? By using continue part. Are you understanding this? Fine. This is called the scenario of like this. You can read positive numbers and negative numbers from the keyboard also. Are you getting my point? Yes. Next, I will take one more logic. Look at that. Now I am saying one more point. Look at this point. I say, look at this program. Accept a line of text and display the ovals. Display what? Ovals. Okay. Ovals. 4.py. Come on, line is equal to input of, what I'm doing now, enter a line of text, enter a line of text, enter a line of text, enter a line of text. Okay, then what I do, for v in line, for v in line, suppose for example I am entering Python is an OOP language. Tell me, what should I do? If you look at me, nothing will come out. Without reading, nothing will come out. I will say, if you don't use this subject reading well, you will not get the thoughts of doing. If we not in, I say not in AEIOU, AEIOU, AEIOU. Not only that, I say capital A, capital E, then what next? I, and then O, and then what? U. So this is called what? List you are taking. What is the first value of V? P. P not in. P not in. Come on. Not in this place. What should I do? Continue. What I do next? Else. Print of what? Not possible to say by yourself. Not practicing. By seeing you, I can understand. Offline students especially. So V I am printing. What is that V prints? Vowels. So first what is coming next? For example, O is coming, for example. O not in this place. False or true? Na? Huh? I already completed in, not in operators. Is it there or not there? There. Not in means true or false? False means it is coming to which part? So that O is printed. That O is printed. Just let us execute this code. Let us execute this code. So go to this place and then execute py and see this answers where it was saved in. So let us go to save as, go to the miscellaneous part only. Execute, okay, .py ma. .py. Yeah. .py you say. So .py. So I'm getting enter a line of text. Python is an OOP language. So you are getting this O, and next I am getting what? This O, I is coming. Next A is coming. OOP is coming. Next I am getting this one. Are you getting? Now, still if you are interested, you can get it. And this one, under whose index is equal to, you know, index means what? 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Comma, I can say we something like I will write line dot index. I will explain this type of function for you guys. Nothing to worry at this moment. Nothing to worry about this point. Enter a line of text. You are getting 0. That is 0 in the sense that O is available at which index? I is available at which index? First of all, do you know indexing? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Space also called what? Index. 7. Like that is 8, 9, 10. 10 is A is available. All these things I am getting. Line is called str. In the str, there is one function is there. What is that function called? Index function. Take past the alphabet. V is nothing but that vowel what you are getting, whose indexes are coming. Understand? This is the way how you can find the logic. Without practicing, no jobs will be there. That is a damn sure. Only your money will be wasted, time is wasted without practicing if you come to the class. Without reading, if you come to the class, nothing will happen. Only your time waste. academic gap will increase. Once you start reading, you will get the job. Day one also I said, in the middle also I am saying the same thing. Understand? So these many examples are there for what? Which statement? Continue statement here. So this is related to continue statement. Continue statement related explanation I can give you. So let me give you the explanation for that. Of course, whatever I just want to write it, just for a minute. If you observe it, continue statement explanation I will give you. See this continue statement concept. All of you should watch it. Whatever is explained. Continue is one of the keyword first of all. The purpose of continue statement is that to make the control to the top of the loop for that current iteration without executing the following statement. Written after which statement? Continue statement. Taking the control to the top of the loop for that iteration without executing the following statements written after which statement? Continue statement. Syntax number 1, while test condition 1, some statement, test condition 2, continue, and statements written after continue statement means these are the statements written after continue statement. Syntax number 2, for loop, for variable name in iterable object, test condition continue statement, statements written after continue statement. Even in the program also you have seen. These are the statements written after continue statement. These are the statements written after continue statement. These are the statements written after continue statement. See. And here also these are the statements written after continue statement. All the stuff. Continue. These are the statements written after a continue statement. These are the statements written after a continue statement. Understand? So continue statement and break statement in today's class we got it. And the next thing is, I will stop the class, and next thing is pause. Pause. First 2 minutes I will, first 10 minutes I will explain tomorrow. Pause. I will introduce nested loops. I will introduce loop in a loop. Very, very important concept again. So like you want to display patterns like star, hash, that type of things if you want to do, inner loops are very, very important. So tomorrow, what is our topic name? Inner loops are nested loops concept I will introduce. Okay, na? So some of you did not touch the book so far. By looking at you, I can understand. For your betterment, for your near future, I am saying practice it and come to the class. If you don't practice, I am not going to lose anything. You are only going to lose so many things in the career. This is my advice. Practice well and come to the class. Read and come to the class. Then only you can understand. I am saying for your better future. Right? Don't think otherwise. Okay? I'll stop the class, and tomorrow class we will go for it. Students, did you understand today continue statement and all? Did you understand today this continue statement? Fine. So don't miss tomorrow class. Tomorrow, what is the topic name? Nested loops are inner loops concept. We are going to do it. Right. Fine. So practice this example, what I said, ma. Then we will understand tomorrow's session. Thank you. Good day.